Today I'm going to do a Kunjal Kriya, which is a upper digestive cleansing Kriya. Cleanses the stomach, helps digestion. I just call it a stomach cleanse. It's also called Vaman Dhauti, which Dhauti means upper digestive tract, I believe. So first of all, you want to do this on an empty stomach. You want to do it before you've eaten for the day, so usually in the morning. You want to trim your nails first. Make sure you have trimmed nails. Make sure you've washed your hands. And we'll take, we start out with 1.5 to 2.5 liters, somewhere in there, depending on your size or stomach. You can adjust over time. I'm going to start out with 2 liters. So, which 2 liters is about a gallon. So half a gallon. So you'll start out with like half a gallon of water. You want the water to be warm, between lukewarm and hot as you can tolerate, or as warm as you can tolerate. You can adjust according to that. Hotter water, seems to work best for inducing regurgitation, stomach. But if it's colder water, you can feel it more, so you can kind of control, feel where it's at. So that helps sometimes with cooler water. I'm going to go with probably warm, very, very warm. I start out with 4 cups of hot water, and then we're going to go to add 4 cups of room temperature water. So I'm going to do that now. So I've already put in, this is a 2 cup measuring. This is a gallon jar. I already put in 4 cups. We're going to do 2 cups of room temperature water, 4 cups, and 2 more cups. So it's 4 cups of room temperature water and 4 cups of hot water in a gallon container. And then you're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. This is to induce regurgitation, but it's also to replenish electrolytes. So there's 1 teaspoon. There's 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of salt. I use fine grained mineral sea salt. This is Baja Gold. And we mix that up. give that a minute to dissolve. A glass here. And if you don't get your nails trimmed, or if you have long nails, what you can do is put on a glove. Just what I'm going to do here. Dry off my hands here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the drinking in this position, and then we can either stand. Some people do this outside and just regurgitate onto the ground, expel the water onto the ground, or they'll have a bucket. I'm going to use a bucket today. So I got my bucket here, and then you can do the expelling the water either on your knees or standing up. They said some people do it standing up. If you got longer nails, you can wear a glove. That's what I'm going to do. And what you want to do is right after you finish drinking as much water, as your stomach will tolerate, then you want to begin regurgitation immediately. The way you do that is use 2 or 3 fingers, and you'll rub it on the back of your tongue. So back and your tongue, where your tongue meets your throat, that's where you want to massage gently. Be very gentle back there. You don't have to be jamming your fingers. You don't want to injure yourself. And that will induce and start the regurgitation of the cleansing of the water, expelling the water. So that will get you started. After a while with practice, you may be able to do this without doing that. It just comes with practice as you do it longer. So we start with that. Salt is all dissolved. So this is a Kunjal Kriya, and this is a yogic cleansing technique. I've used it for a while, probably a few years. You typically you would do it anywhere from once a week to once every 2 to 3 months. I usually do it. You do it once a week or once a month. I like to do it once a month. After you do it, you want to do light duty that day. Just basically allow your body to recover. You want to rest or take it easy that day. After the day that you do it, you do it in the morning or before you've eaten anything always. You don't want to eat before it, otherwise food will come out. Your food will come up, and you don't want that acid. So let's get started here. I've got my salt water here, about 2.5 liters here. I'm gonna get started with that. And for reference, it's about half a jug of water, half a gallon of water. 2 liters. So 2 liters, or 1 liter is 4 cups. So if you do a 2 liters or 1.5 liters is 6 cups. 2 liters is 8 cups. So I've got about 8 cups here, which is about 2 liters, maybe a little more. All right. So this is how you start. Got my glass, water. Here's my first glass. With practice, you can probably drink more. So remember, I started with 2 liters, a little over 2 liters probably. And again, I put on the gloves so my hands are clean, or I don't contaminate my hands or this is my 3rd glass. That's my 4th glass. And this water's about lukewarm temperature. And the process when you're starting out is to induce the regurgitation by using 3 fingers or 2 fingers rubbed on the back of your tongue, where your throat meets your tongue. Just massage gently. Almost done here. This remainder of my a little over 2.5 liters, or half a gallon. Take my hoodie off too, so you can kind of see where I'm rubbing on my stomach. liquid. My bucket. And I will do this on my knees instead of standing up, so you can see how I'm doing it. And just massage gently on the back of your throat. And your stomach is located between your navel, or belly button, and your left rib. So it's on your left side between your belly button and your rib. Want to cleanse as much out of your stomach as you can. Again, it was immediately following you drinking the salt water solution. 2 teaspoons of salt. Like I said, you can do this purge the water standing up or on your knees. So, and they recommend it once a month, once a week, or once a month. You don't want to do it every day because it does deplete some of the minerals in your body. And Kunjal Kriya is a very personal Kriya, and it's basically something you wouldn't do normally in a class, although just something you would do at home as part of your process, as part of your practice. See the body. The body has its own way of cleansing. So each is personal for each person. Sometimes everything comes out at once. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have to massage the back of your throat multiple times, especially if you're just starting out. But that's Kunjal Kriya.